Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And
Whoa. Before we start, it is a new year.
it is. That is true.
We should probably, I don't want to say redecorate, but maybe, reorganize,
What do you mean? Like,
Let's just
Show
change up
some-
the bottles.
change the bottles up?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea.
probably right. How do we want to do it? You just want to do, a Thanos snap?
Yeah,
where
let's
we
do
just
it.
snap everything out of
Yeah.
existence? You want to snap or you want me to snap?
I'll snap.
Okay.
All right. I have
Editing magic.
I have a powerful snap.
Yes,
Are
you
ready?
do. Yep, go
And
ahead.
so, right after this snap, it's going to be awesome because you're going to see all kinds of new bottles behind us. So, it was a good year last year.
It was a good year.
What in the world?
Oh, yeah. Now
at
we're
that.
here. New shelves. New year.
New bottles
New bottles.
for y'all to stare at.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
So, first review of 2022. Our first review last year. You remember what our first review was? Our very first video we
I
actually
do.
did?
It seems like so long ago.
Gosh, it does seem
It
like
does,
so long
doesn't
ago.
it?
So,
I mean, High Angel Share Batch 1.
that's true. So, you know what this means? Now, for our first review of the year, we have to do High Angel Share Batch 2
Ooh.
from Old Forester.
I'm super excited.
Because, Old Forester was being sneaky and decided to go ahead and put out their new Batch 2, which nobody had a clue about, I don't think.
No, I
And-
really don't think anybody knew.
No, nobody
Well, I
knew.
mean, some people knew, but
Of course, there's always some people who know.
always.
Honestly, we didn't know. And so this comes out, I was actually asleep because I just worked nights. I got a text me like, hey, they're there. I'm like, they'll be there all week. It's not a big deal. I just need some kind of sleep. Yep, nope. They did it back-to-back days where I think they were only giving out 2 bottles, or you could buy 2 bottles. And yeah, so here we are. I only got 1 bottle of this one too. I'm very disappointed. I'm very nervous too. I've had a nip of it. Just open it up just to have a nip because I couldn't hold on to it to
I'm excited about
Yeah.
it. I mean,
not be able to do it.
I mean, Batch 1 was so good.
Oh yeah, it was in our top 10 bottles of the year last year. So anyways, really quick, just go ahead and run everything down. This is made by Old Forester. It's 110 proof. This was actually, Jackie's Icon on Instagram actually shared a photo of all the barrels that were in there. It was a 25 barrel blend, and it averaged out to 6.5 years per barrel. Some of them were higher, some of them were lower.
Yeah.
And I think these were around, it's okay. I think they were around $49.99 per bottle. So
That's interesting that they, put them to 2 bottles this time.
well, it kind of makes sense. I've always
It really does make sense. I never understood why you get 2 750s when you go down there. I mean, it was good for us.
yeah, I mean, it
Because that Angel Share was so good.
that's phenomenal.
So
So
drank a lot of that Angel Share.
a lot of that Angel Share for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh. Right away, it's really fruity smelling.
It's extremely juicy. There's a lot of red juicy fruit notes
Yeah.
with that. And some apricot.
This has a lot to live up to.
It does. I mean, Batch 1 was so special last year. It was so unique. It was so complicated.
Yeah.
A lot going on there. Man, that fruit though, it's like a very syrup fruit note. It's almost it's not quite like a slushy kind of fruit kind of note.
Yeah.
It's like a thicker syrup.
It does
and I
kinda
don't
smell
know
like
how
that.
to go. I don't know how to describe that. But it's like a thick syrup fruit, very.
It's like a cherry slushy smell.
Yeah, but it's like that thicker.
Yeah.
It's something that would be thick, almost kind of like a maple syrup kind of thing. But think of it fruity.
Yeah. Well, down the
Or
gullet.
it's like you walk into a fruit market.
Ooh.
Mm. Man, that citrus pops on there. Mm.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, and now that nose turns into a candy kind of fruit. That's really almost kind of like a Starburst.
Feels like the back end spice, like Feels like it's a little more spicy than batch 1.
Like I feel like there was spice on batch 1.
There was, but I felt like it was on the front end more like than the back end.
Well, let me say this. I wonder, to me, this feels more balanced on that finish.
I'd agree with that. Yeah,
like there was so much going on in batch 1. It's not that it was bad, but it was not as balanced as what this one feels like to me. The amount of barrel spice that's on there too is really nice. There's a hint of like some dry fruits, like a fig or something, maybe like a dried, like I don't want to say raisin, but kind of like
I get you.
There's some. But man, that's so good. I don't know what she does to blend this, but this is amazing. So good.
There's not as much going on in this.
No, this one's not nearly as complicated.
This
one just feels very fruit forward, very fresh fruit, very, and it's very citrus fruit. It's very apple, apricot, orange, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
a nectarine.
I enjoy this a lot. I don't know that I enjoy it as much as the first.
Let's figure that out really quick, shall we?
I was going to say I'd be willing to try.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
If you've got
I will say on the finish side, there's a little hint of ethanol on there. I don't know if it's because it's a fresh crack or what it is. It's only been open for a day. So,
I mean, he's being stingy with that High Angel 1.
Well, I mean, they don't make any more of them.
It's true. Oh. Like that nose just, it doesn't, man, that is just such a good nose.
This one's a lot darker.
Yeah, there are just so many things in this one. I still say batch 1 is my favorite. I do like the spice of that because it's vast. I feel like it's different.
Yeah.
Enough that this front spice. This is just so smooth to me. The batch 1 is so smooth.
Batch 1 is, or batch 2?
Batch 1 to me is super smooth.
So the spice is so much more, to me on batch 1, is so much more relevant on this one. There's also more char on this one. It has a lot more traditional, darker, kind of, I don't want to say harsher notes, but not as easy of notes to me as what the batch 2 has. I think it's kind of preference. Like, I think it's honestly between the two. I don't know why I stuck this over here. I don't know.
You didn't want it to steal its thunder.
Yeah, I know. I think I like batch 2 more. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know if I like batch 2 more than batch 1 or not.
To me, this has a little more back-end spice to it that I think you probably enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck. I'll say this. You're not going wrong with either one.
No, you're definitely not.
They're
going
both
wrong with
great.
They're both better than Warehouse K.
They are, yes. Not saying Warehouse K is bad.
No, they're both better than Warehouse K.
Better, yes.
Jackie, stay with the High Angel share, dude.
Yeah.
Batch 7, 10, 12.
That was going to be the other thing. If this is going to be like a little like running series, I'm actually looking really forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't realize they were going to do a batch 2. I
figured they were going to call it something else. It was going to be some kind of different name to it.
Yeah, I did too.
So I thought the Warehouse K would be its own thing. Then whatever the third release was going to be its own thing.
That I agree. I think it's almost, if you want something a little bit more fruity, go with batch 2. If you want something, a lot of spice, some char, it's complicated, there's a lot of stuff going on, go with batch 1. So, but it's tough. I think I lean batch 2, but it probably just honestly depends on the day, whatever you can, kind of what else I've had to drink that day. Honestly, kind of dictates the palate. So,
all in all, it's a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a buy.
If you get your hands on it, get your hands on it.
They're distillery release only, so I get it's hard. It's going to be complicated. It's going to be difficult for everybody. But let me say this, just really quick before two things before we go. Like, subscribe,
Yep.
comment, do all that fun stuff. You guys you all killed it last year in that, so please continue to do so. Here's the other thing. Old Forester changed the rules about getting allocated bottles. So now you can only get one allocation a month, and
no matter what it is.
No matter what it is. Birthday bourbon, President's Choice, barrel strength, Angel Share, 150th.
So plan accordingly.
Plan accordingly. But let me say this. When they have these, there's going to be a lot of people that won't go unless it's like probably the end of the month because they're wanting to get a President's Choice or a birthday bourbon or, a 150th or whatever. I'm
excited about whatever the next President's Choice is coming out.
I'm always excited about the President's Choice.
But they did it stupid the last time.
Yeah, they didn't do stupid. They gave everybody a fair shot. They did release something. Technically, they released something the day of. It was just a 150th instead of a President's Choice.
Stupid is a strong word.
Yeah.
But I was not happy about it. I don't like having
you don't like having to play the lottery.
Pay your dues. Go down there and stand in line. And then if you miss out, then you don't have anything to complain about other than you missed out. The luck of the draw, which who knows how they do that.
Conspiracy Dave comes out.
Listen, always a conspiracy.
All right. Well,
if I miss out on a bottle, it's a conspiracy.
Here we go. All right. To that, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Awesome bottle. Again, appreciate you guys.
Yep.
See you all later this week.
See you next time.
Cheers.